everyone, this is Sin and welcome back to my channel Stampin' Munchkins. This is the cutie card we're making today. Let's go! These are the products we're using: Raven Black and Embossing Ink from Brutus Monroe, Clank the Robot stamp set, Basket Weave Stencil, Super Sentimental stamp set, Chroma Metallic Glaze in brass, Gilded embossing powder. First off, I'll be using the Metallic Chroma Glaze in brass using the Basket Weave stencil on this matte black cardstock. And as you can see, it looks gray, but as it dries, it turns a beautiful metallic brass. It's amazing. It's very easy to use. It's not thick. It has a nice gel consistency. And I'm using a stencil pal to spread it out to get it even. And I'm just going to put it on as evenly as possible and put it on the side to dry. I will immediately go to my sink and wash everything off so it doesn't ruin the stencil or my palette knife. I'll be stamping this cute image using the Raven Black ink pad, which is a hybrid, and I will be using Copic pens to color him in. And all the Copic colors will be listed in my description as usual. All the links to shop for these supplies will also be in the description. And I'm cleaning it off again using the Jelly Bean smelling cleaner. And I'm using my silver gel pen to highlight some of these for some of the parts of the robot. And I gave him a blue-green eyes, which is super adorable. And you will see that I mess up on one of the silver parts and my pinky smears it. And you'll see how I fix it. But I was like, oh, darn it. After I colored everything. So right now is where I smeared it. But I'm just going to color over it with my Copic once the silver dries. And it's really, I'm hitting it so that it dries. And it's really hardly noticeable. So there you go. Easy fix. And now I'll fussy cut him out. You can see that it's drying and the cloudy parts is still the gray and it's still not completely dry yet. So I am just going to wait for it to dry. And it's still a little tacky. It's dry, but it's still a little tacky. So I have this freezer paper, which has a waxy part on one side and like parchment on the other side. But make sure the waxy part is on against the stenciled part so that it will, after I emboss or put it through the die cut machine, my Gemini, it will release easily. So that's a tip for you. I have freezer paper in my craft room all the time for sewing and for this type of purposes where I don't want it to stick. So again, I added it on top and I'm pushing it through, and here's the moment of truth. Did it work? Did it work? Yes, it did, and it's beautiful. So now the tape, will it come off nicely? Yes, it did. Woohoo! So I just used my circle nesting die and my rectangle A2 die to make that round opening where my cutie patootie clank will go in. And this is just a regular A2 size, so it's 5 1/4 by 4 1/2. No, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm just going to be gluing this part straight to my card base, which is thick cardstock. And I am going to be using, I'm using the freezer paper all the way through because it's still tacky and I don't want to mess it up. So I put foam tape on the back of the circle to raise it up a little, to give it some dimension. And again, you'll see the freezer paper come in all throughout. And I don't have it lined up perfectly, but it's okay. It's a handmade card, right? So I wanted this cutie pie Clank to be a Weeble Wobble card. So I put the wobbler behind him. I'm using the mini size, I believe. And I'm going to just put him on center to the circle. And I wanted to use my Super Sentimental. I'm really loving that Super Sentimental stamp set. You've seen me use it twice before. And this is the leftover of the black, and I'm going to be embossing it with a gilded. It says, "Hi, you're amazing." And you know what? You all are amazing for watching. Okay, here's another mess up. I forgot the powder tool. As always, I always forget. First of all, I have to say, the Brutus Monroe ink pads are amazing. So here, I remembered, because it went over everything. So now I'm going to do it again. This, I don't like using acrylic, doing it without using my stamping, without using my MISTI, but this one was okay because it's quite thick. But the next one is You're Amazing, and it's really small and dainty. So I am doing it on, freehand, I guess. But it was kind of smushy. So I did it again using my MISTI so that I could use light pressure. So that one was a little thick. So I'm going to just do it again, which you're not going to see. So I cut them all out. I'm going to add the paper in the back to make it a little dimensional and stronger. And I'll be putting this high on the top left, which kind of, when I Weeble wobble him, he kind of gets, his antennas get stuck. But after you kind of do it a while, it fixes itself. So here you go. This is the end of the card. I will be doing some slow motion Weeble wobbling for your viewing pleasure because he's so cute. I love this metallic. It's so beautiful. It's so hard to capture. So I hope you can see how beautiful the background turned out. It's so easy to use. And here's the slow motion. Look how cute Clank is. I just think he's adorable. I had so much fun coloring him, and I did use cool grays, but you could make him any color that you want. So here he is, slow motion, Weeble wobble. Look at him. He's waving hi, saying you're amazing. And here it is in real time. I hope you like this cute little card. It's simple. I like my clean and simple cards. But again, he's so cute. So here's some close-ups of the card. Again, it's super hard to photograph the background, but it is stunning and metallic in person. So here's a good representation of the background. Again, I didn't put it on super straight, so the lines aren't matching, but it's a handmade card again. So don't be so hard on yourself. I'm having so much fun with being on the inspiration team, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. And please look at all the other social media for the post. Here's another video you might like, and a playlist. And as always, click on my face to subscribe. Thanks everyone for being here. Aloha!